Okay. Now I got you
Okay.
started. Okay.
Okay. Has my set started then?
If you wanted to, yeah. Gene wanted to go first because he's got a stoner movie to go to.
We do this every month or two. We just get together and we watch movies that are appropriate for the stoners, and we get high and watch the movies. So we're gonna see. We're actually gonna. It's black exploitation movie night, so we're gonna see some trailers from a whole bunch of '70s black exploitation movies, which were some of my favorite movies at the time, and then a couple of movies that are sort of homages to those older movies, more modern movies, but done in the style of the '70s. They used to call them black exploitation movies, BLA exploitation. They were great, wonderful, really fun movies. But so anyway, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta toddle off to that. So I will listen to your guys' music as soon as you send me the video and so on. So yeah, I got two short songs and a quick spoken word thing, if that's okay.
Okay.
Sure.
It's all yours.
Shrink you guys down. Okay, we're starting with my. This is my song for the. I'm thinking anyway. This will be my entry in the Tiny Desk concert. Not this actual video, but this song. So mute yourselves. I'm not gonna win. I'm gonna lose. If an old guy wins, I will eat my shoes. If he's got two names and no tattoos, I will eat my hat and my guitar too. I'm not gonna win, but I like the views. When I show up here, my friends think that's cool, and more of them watch than they usually do. I'm not gonna win, but I like the view. At the end of the day, when the light gives in, there's nothing to say, there's nothing to spin. I follow the way through thick and thin. I'm here to play, I'm not gonna win. I'm not gonna win. There's no reason I should. I'm set in my ways. Oh, I'm set good. I wouldn't change if I could. I'm not gonna win. There's no reason I should. At the end of the day, when the light gives in, there's nothing to say, I'm not gonna win. I follow the way again and again. I'm here to play, I'm not gonna win.
You may not
Nice
win,
play.
Gene, but that's a good song.
Damn good song.
That's a winner.
I really like the. I really got caught up in the first two verses actually, but
Oh.
yeah, it's a good song.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. So this one is just a bear. You know, sometimes the song isn't done. I'm so sick of it, and I'm done. But the song is not. So this is one that I'm done with. But and it actually, I think it came out of the SOSA songwriting workshop thing that we did on Zoom. I had this. I think I was talking about cliches and going on a cliche hunt through your lyrics, and any time you find anything you've heard before, like any kind of expression you've heard before, or a group of words that are very common, that you see if you can change them, see if you can turn them into something else, and still keep your rhymes and stuff intact. And I was talking about that, and I said something like, one way to get around using a cliche is to acknowledge that it is a cliche, like to call it a cliche in some way, or to acknowledge subtly, or wink at it, or just in some way let the audience know that you know that that's a cliche, that you're not being sincerely doing that thing. So, and I said as a joke, I think it just popped into my head right then and there, but unfortunately it stuck in my head and I felt like I had to finish it. It was thinking and drinking are country cliches, but that's what I'm doing most of the day. So it's like I thought, well, all right, you know, like you could acknowledge that it was a cliche and then it might work. So here's a blues song about country cliches. Let's see what I can do. Oops. Sorry, dropped my pick. Thinking and drinking are country cliches, but that's what I'm doing most of the day. Since the bank took my house and my wife ran away, I feel like my life is a country cliche. Counting my curses, my blacks and my grays, the hairs on my head, the shades of my days. If it wasn't for music, I might just fade away. I feel like my life is a country cliche, but it could be worse. I still got the truck, still got my axe and a little bit of faith. Something's always leaving, something always stays. Shit, whose life is not a country cliche? This gig at its best was never that great. I'm expecting the boot any old day. When it arrives, all that I'll have to say is, what took you so long, you country cliche? I'll find a way. The next girl will be different. Maybe I'll get a break. Gonna hit the town when I get my pay. Even if it is a country cliche. There are so many lives that I wouldn't trade. No friends at the bar, no end to their pain. I still got a prayer, so I just say, hey, life could be worse than a country cliche. Life could be worse than a country cliche. I'm giving up on it right there.
Clever lyrics.
This stuff is here because I got a little spoken word thing here.
Yeah, oh, good.
Sort
good,
of.
Good. Sorry,
What's
I was
that?
late, everybody. Sorry, I was late.
It's
did I
sort of
miss
spoken
Kenny?
word. I'm going to sort of talk it to some chords.
I'm still having to deal with this. Everyone's life is a country cliche. Okay, I'm ready now.
Well, you know, even Putin, I mean, you know, he's banging on his ex-girlfriend's door wanting some wine money or something. I mean, like, it's all the same shit. So I don't know if you guys know this, but I used to read my song lyrics at poetry slams here in Ashland. There was a thing called the Rogue Poetry Slam.
Yeah.
My good buddy, the late, great Tipo Varnado, hosted that for many years. I don't know how many, but it must have been at least 4 or 5 years. And I used to go pretty religiously, and I would just read my lyrics, usually the funnier or more wordy, more wordplay type songs. And, you know, I did pretty well. I almost always placed for a while there until it got all political and woke, and then you had to be that to win, so I stopped winning. But it was fun for a while. So I kind of got used to speaking lyrics, and it is a different art form. Like, take one of your tunes that you like the best and try just saying it as a poem, and you find that you have to phrase it differently and stuff like that. So anyway, here's a little spoken word thing called The Divide. There are all kinds of things I could tell you. No, there are all kinds of things I could say that would hurt you. That wouldn't exactly be lies. But what good is telling the truth if it just irritates the divide? There are all kinds of things I could tell you that prove beyond doubt that I'm right. But what good is being not wrong if it just irritates the divide? There are better things than truth, and love is one of them. No one's the way that I see them. that's just the tip of the ice. But what good are simple conclusions that just irritate the divide? You're not the names that I call you, even when the fit is just right. What good is calling you names just to irritate the divide? There are some things better than truth. Love is one of them. There are some things better than truth. And love is one of them.
Very nice. Very nice.
Dig it, Daddy. Oh, dig it.
Daddy O.
That was nice, Gene. It was good.
I am a tree.
And it's nice within that unit too, though. And if you think, like as a contrast to the other song, like having that.
I can't hear you very well. Can you hear him okay?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
here.
okay,
Let
let
me.
me see.
I'm gonna like actually.
fine.
it
Oh,
might
sorry,
help if
sorry. I
move
had my volume
mic.
I had my
No,
volume
that's
down a
super
bit. Could
true.
you say that again, brother?
It's nice having those two together. So like, and the dynamic it creates between the first song and the second one. I like that. It was cool.
Oh, nice. Well, thanks. Yeah, it's a little tricky speaking. I'm still working on that one, like where to drop the chords and where to. I used to accompany Tipo a lot when he would read poetry, and I would just play guitar while he read the poem, and I got used to kind of strumming in a way that just and finding chord changes that kind of matched what he was. I was just doing simple chords, but like, as he was talking, if he got to something a little heavy, I'd just shift to the minor, or do go back and just sort of haunt him a little, just follow him where he was going. And so I'm kind of doing that to myself with that one, trying to figure that one out. So thanks for the challenge, though. I really appreciate it. I was working on some of those lyrics, and they were hard to roll off the tongue to sing the word divide, and it just and then when you said that, I was like, oh, maybe I can just speak this one, and I thought maybe I can speak it over the chords. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, because
that's a keeper.
That's a cool form, I think, and like lots of old country dudes do that. Like Johnny Cash had a bunch of those songs.
Sure.
Hank Williams had that alter ego. Do you guys remember what it was called? But it was
Luke
like
the Drifter.
Did all those that
Luke the Drifter.
like that stuff.
Yeah. There's a great.
Great.
Have you heard that?
Cool,
the Tom Waits album Nighthawks at the Diner. He does this story song about Phantom 309. It's a story song. I think Red Foley or one of the old country dudes did it as like a musical sound. Like there was music playing, but he spoke it about how this guy's hitchhiking and he gets picked up by this guy with this Phantom 309, and the driver tells him nobody's seen anything but the tail lights of Phantom 309, and he's just this legendary, and he gives him a dime for a cup of coffee, and then he goes into the diner and he tells the guy, well, this one's from Big Joe and Phantom 309, and everybody in the place goes quiet, and they're like, well, he skidded off the road to save a school bus full of orphans or whatever, and died 20 years ago. I think the best line in the song is the waitress goes, "Here's your coffee. I think you want to keep that dime." So yeah, telling a story, it's an old tradition of that. Yeah. So guys, thanks for listening so much. I really appreciate it. I love doing these things. Thank you much. I'm gonna unplug and take off, and when I get the video link, I'll be sure and check out your stuff, and I'll comment on a YouTube video if you want to get any feedback.
Just rave about everybody and
just say that song. That third song sucked. No, I'll be generous. All right, good night, you guys.
All right, good night,
have a great
Gene.
open
Bye,
mic.
Gene.
Appreciate it.
Kenny, you want to be up?
Okay. I like to think I'm here, even when I'm not. Because I really like this place. Even though when I'm here, I'm itching to leave. And so I do. I'm like a moth attracted to a flame, moving in, moving away, moving in, moving away, circling, always circling, in a tighter and tighter spiral, until I'm flambéed. Then the flame goes out.
Oh, God.
I was wondering if that was how it was going to end.
I'm flambéed and the fire goes out.
Very nice.
That was very much
Thank
like
you.
spoken word.
That was pretty existential, Kenny. That was right there with Peter Mac stuff, you know.
All right.
I love to be here when I'm not. It's always
Yeah.
like a fourth dimensional view.
Forceful patterns greet me by the hurricane fence, and the wind is picking up. I know the routine, and the root cellars are full. And I'm facing the elements all alone. In times like these, I think of lost opportunities. Though I never had them. Every turn's been hard, and every fall has been bloody. The air is moving too quick now, There's a roar of divine wrath, and it's coming on strong, and it's gonna blow off a lot of steam. And it's gonna smite mightily with unbounded wrath. I wonder how much this holy fence will protect me. And I wonder how much protection this chain link fence will provide. Thank you.
Very nice.
Thanks.
Kenny,
I
what
like
is
the
that
line
that you're
about
playing? How many strings does that have?
This has 6 strings. 2 of them are repeaters. The C and the A
okay.
strings, octave apart.
I noticed you were
Oh,
using a little different picking technique. You were pinching it with 2 fingers rather than a strum on that
Yeah.
piece.
Thank you for noticing that.
It's
It
good
was nice.
technique.
It sounded great.
Yeah,
Oh, thanks.
yeah. And
I know-
I like the chain link fence line.
Yeah, really.
Oh, good.
How much protection do you get from a chain link?
What's that, Gus?
Yeah, no, it depends upon how high that fence is, I guess,
Yeah.
About
How
this
much?
high, not much protection at all.
How
No,
much protection do you need?
yeah.
Depends.
Not much.
Gus, I think you're up. How are you doing today?
I'm well into my second month of retirement and just enjoying the crap out of it. So I'm spending a lot of time working on music and trying my hand at doing a lot of stuff around the place that I hadn't really gotten around to. So, at the moment, life is good. For being holed up and, I'm worried about the end of the world in the Ukraine and everything else. So I got a couple of new songs, like today's songs. And there's a good chance I'll blow it up, with trying to get through it the first time. I found that I had a song left over from the challenge, and I hadn't gone after it, and I came back around and finished it off. So, how's that guitar in your ear?
Sounds pretty balanced.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
sounds good. Sing at the same time you play, though, for a sec.
Well, since my baby left me, found
Sing along.
see if I can get this to the right spot.
That sounds good just right there.
I told her I was wild about her, wanted her for my wife. I told her I'd always be honest and true. She said she had to be number one thing in my life. And I had to tell her what I'm telling you. I love fried chicken. I hate to admit it, but it's true. I love fried chicken. It was the honest thing to do. I gave a girl hell. I had to tell that little gal she'd be the second thing in my life. 'Cause I really love my mama's southern fried chicken. They offered me an excellent wage, full benefits and a pension, but I'd have to move around for the rest of my life. Well, I told them frankly about my personal gastric interventions. You could cut the silence with a dull and rusty knife. I love fried chicken. More than any job you got, I love fried chicken. And I'm the kind of glued to this spot. Take your money and your office. I got a place to sleep and pee, 'cause I really like my mama's southern fried chicken. The priest said my confession was the worst he'd ever heard. I needed to put Jesus first in my heart. I asked the priest if second would be good enough for God. He didn't think my answer was funny or very smart. I said, I love fried chicken. It's a real intangible thing. I love fried chicken and the joy that it can bring. My mama was a saint to others, but she brought out the devil in me. I love fried chicken. Mama's fried chicken. Mama's fried chicken. There you go.
All right.
Nice greasy song.
Hard to play guitar with all that chicken on your fingers.
Oh yeah, it keeps it all like no squeaks.
Yeah, so that was a food song that I put down some. I had about half done in my new ideas folder and missed it and came back around. I kind of like it.
Yeah, that sounded good. Nice. I like it. It did have that
look it
kind of
up a little
Johnny
more.
Cashy
And
talking thing also going.
see how it comes up when I do it. Let's see here. So I got another new tune. This guy is more serious, and kind of over the time and course of a lot of years, I did a heck of a lot of computer programming and implementations of computer systems, and I've seen this rapid intensification of systems that are happening ever more quickly, and I'm finding it concerning to me, because everything is learning so much about us, and we this information is being widely shared. It's not under any real serious there we go. All right, I'm on camera number 2 there. Does that look like it? Anyway, sitting in uh-oh. Where's my piano?
This is what happens when you have too much technology.
Does that got you?
The piano's a little low.
So, this song uses, Gene was mentioning cliche, and this song uses what's called a line cliche, which is a downwards motion while in a chord to create a sense of tension and move you to the next chord. So this is called AI. There's a machine out there interested in everything you do. It's on the job 7, 365. making custom content designed to make you think it's true. It's got the data on you in its Big Brother archive. It knows all your buttons like your wife and dog do. It says things that stick in your ear like super glue. You think it's a person who is honest and true. It's just server 365. It's just server 111 M452. It's a cold, cold machine with a fake voice and smile. It knows what you like and gives it to you. It's a cold, cold machine with no humanity and heart. Just server J111 M452. It loves to know more about you. You every thought and move. It gossips with Siri, Alexa, and Google. Your bank accounts, your loans, your pay are part of its review. It knows about you. Loves the pattern of your voice swirls in your fingerprints. It knows when you're lying by watching your eyes for clues. Your subscriptions and your searches serve as algorithm hints as what you're gonna feel and think and do. It's a cold, cold machine with a fake voice and smile, telling you what you want to hear. It's a cold, cold machine with no heart or humanity. It's server M111 J452. The Facebook AI machine will be bigger than any other. In a second, it will do over 1 million trillion calculation. That's enough to follow everyone's father and sister and brother for more than 1,000 generations. All these little brothers are free to do whatever they want. We've got to make them hold to legal limits. If we don't, one day, it will wake up and eliminate us in less than one of our long, long minutes. It's a cold, cold machine with a fake voice and smile. It knows all about you, gives you what you want. It's a cold, cold machine with no humanity or heart. It's just server M111 452. It's server M111 452. Server 111 M452. There you go, the line cliche of all line cliches.
Good song.
Yeah, the server's serving you up.
I'm not hearing anybody.
Yeah.
That's okay.
oh,
You didn't need
well,
to hear me.
Hello?
Hello. We weren't saying much, but
Hey, now I can
can
hear
you hear it now? Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah.
That's a cliche right there.
Yeah.
Is this thing
Man.
on?
Is
Yeah.
this thing on?
Got
You
How many
got
fingers am I holding up?
one thumb.
Do you walk to school or do you take your lunch?
What school?
Yeah.
There,
School of
we can hear you.
I'm sorry. I got.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can now. I turned down the monitor when I put the headphones on.
Oh, okay.
Because it was like that, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess it's my turn. Yeah, good songs. I haven't written anything new. It's been a tough week, actually, with the news and other things going on. And I didn't know exactly what to play. I thought I'd play a couple of my more recent songs, but I looked at them, and there were songs I wrote this winter, and they seemed so dark and negative. I just didn't want to do that. So I got out the ukulele, and my attitude changed almost immediately. I just felt much better about things. So I'm going to do a couple of the ukulele songs that I do, and they're actually in the same key, almost the same rhythm, but I'm going to play them anyway. There is a little hula girl, she stands 6 inches tall. She strums an ukulele and hangs upon the wall. Her name is Bahama, she does much more than dance. She smells like pina colada, a tropical fragrance. She's my air freshener hula girl, air freshener hula girl. She will freshen the air as she hulas around. She's my air freshener hula girl. Her packaging was dusty, it'd been years since she danced. One day she broke free and knew this was her chance. She danced from the plains to the mountains and to the sea. Her grass skirt waving aloha as Bahama danced free. She was my air freshener hula girl, air freshener hula girl. She will freshen the air as she hulas around. She's my air freshener hula girl. With ginger lay around her neck, red hibiscus in her hair, she danced her lovely hula and freshened all the air. As the story goes, her fragrance eventually went away. She continued to dance her hula with a smile every day. She's my air freshener hula girl, air freshener hula girl. She will freshen the air as she hulas around. She's my air freshener hula girl. She's my air freshener hula girl, air freshener hula girl. She will freshen the air as she hulas around. She's my air freshener hula girl. There's one.
All right. I like that song.
Those are fun songs. They're,
Yeah.
You get a bunch of hula dancers playing, dancing along. It's so fun.
Yeah.
I got one on the dashboard of my car right now.
Jimmy sat across the table with his ukulele in a case. He was at his class reunion and he searched for a friendly face. He loved to play his music at any time, at any place. So he brought his ukulele just in case. The speaker kept things moving. She spoke so eloquently. There was a nice buffet dinner and talk of memories. A DJ played the music, but he failed miserably. There was lots of confusion. Everybody began to plead. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy. Play us a happy song. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy. We'll all sing along. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy. Play with a dancing sound. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy. Let's get this party off the ground. Then came a hula dancer. She was dressed with flower lace. She waited for the music, but the music didn't play. They gave away some prizes while waiting for the music to begin. But by then the crowd was restless. Their patience was wearing thin. Then Jimmy played his ukulele, sang a song and saved the day. Some dancers performed a hula with pretty flowers and lace. Jimmy and his ukulele played his tunes for everyone. That's when everybody knew the real party had begun. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy. Play us a happy song. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy. We'll all sing along. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy. Play with a dancing sound. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy. Let's get this party off the ground. When the party was almost over, everyone was feeling tired. By unanimous decision, the DJ was fired. It melted into chaos. The prizes went to thieves, and those who ate mac salad got sick and had the heaves. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy. Play us a happy song. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy. We'll all sing along. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy. Play with a dancing sound. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy. Let's get this party off the ground. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy. Let's get this party off the ground. How can you be unhappy with something like that?
They pay Jimmy. Did he put in a claim for the DJ salary?
You know, the song embellishes on the idea that probably didn't really happen, but that's basically the story.
Where'd that barfing thing come from?
That's totally fabricated. Because
that was
like
totally fabricated. All right.
Could
I
have
thought that
happened,
might be a little thread of reality someplace in there.
But that was nice, Steve. That's good. And I think also those other songs that you that you wrote in the winter, it's interesting that, because if you're like really listening to the lyrics, you're like, oh, it's kind of like darker or more melancholy. But if you're just listening to the song, I still feel like it's a happy song.
So would you say the music doesn't fit the lyrics, or it's a
it makes a nice
yin-yang?
juxtaposition. It's nice. It's a contrast. I like it.
Oh.
I like that. I think it like adds depth to it. You know what I mean? So it's just interesting. Just the observation.
Okay.
I love those songs. I think they're great. You know what I mean? And I'm saying that as a positive. I think it's like, I don't know.
Well, I'm thinking about a song right now.
Like,
I'm thinking about a song to enter in the Tiny Desk contest, like I've done for the past 2 or 3 years. Everybody ought to try that. It's just fun, and like Gene says, you're probably not going to win, but still, you can participate, and it's fun putting it together. My problem is I haven't settled on a song yet, and I've been thinking about a couple of those more recent ones. I was thinking about the song "America" because it kind of hits me where my heart is. But I think maybe I'll go with that unless I come up with something better. But the other one was Inner Voice that I did last time. Talks about my inner voice swears like a sailor, and that's true too. But I wasn't sure that really was what I wanted to say. So in case my mom was listening. Anyway, thanks for listening.
I didn't have that problem. My
great.
mom swears like a sailor.
Bill,
Oh,
what do you
well.
got?
Well, you know what? I misread or misunderstood the challenge and was really hoping that this would just be spoken word and I wouldn't have to play. But
Oh,
um, I do have one song that I haven't I've been beating on the lyrics for a long time, and I haven't worked out the tunes because I wrote it as a hip hop song. Now, going back to the previous challenge, writing a song that's outside of your genre that
Yeah, yeah.
you know, I wanted to do that, and I got it. The only problem is I don't know how to play it. So maybe I can get with Fritjof at some time, and he can lay down some beats for me. But I'm gonna rap it as if I had some going on in the background. Okay, and it's got some words that happen at the same time. Require an extra person or two, and I'm just going to read it from top to bottom, and you'll kind of be able to figure it out, I think. But this one is called "Temporary Things," and it's actually pretty pertinent to the disposition of the world right now. Fame and glory, pain and pleasure, sunny days, stormy weather, nothing ever lasts forever. Temporary things. Future, past, and present tenses, first and last and best defenses, lies and truth and consequences. Temporary things. Law and order, maps and borders, wealth and power, peace, disorder, richer, poorer, less or more are temporary things. What you want, what you get, someone's got to pay for it. It's no use to throw a fit. Temporary things. Break up, make up, fall in love, stand in line, push and shove. Nothing fits you like a glove. Temporary things. Summer, winter, fall, and spring. Endless, never-ending things. Only sure tomorrow brings. Temporary things. They say all good things must pass, even bad times never last. Each and every day will bring temporary things. Temporary things, evolving over time. Temporary things, what's yours used to be mine. Temporary boxes, temporary lines, temporary dates, temporary times. We are only temporary, exemplary. Temporary things want to make me smile. Temporary things only last a while. Temporary things want to make me smile. Temporary things only last a while. Temporary things.
All right.
Great.
Yeah, I want to hear it. Beat it up, man.
So
Oh,
I
I
don't know
can
if you
hear it.
see
I
that,
can hear it.
but
Dig it, Daddy-o.
you can, I've bolded the second part of each stanza because that's supposed to be said by the other guy, as
Uh-huh.
the Run and DMGC are supposed
Right.
to stand on stage. So I hear it in my head. I just don't know how to put the music to it. And
Well, I can totally help you, Bill, if you want, for sure.
I would really dig that because I I never ask for help. And this is one of those times where it's like, I hear this thing as a hip hop song. I just am not a hip hop artist. And
Bill, have you got
stop.
GarageBand fired up on your Mac?
I do have GarageBand. I tell you, I have played with some different beats. I've played with some different orchestrations on it, and it just nothing has clicked for me yet.
Yeah.
And in the past, I have recorded in a recording studio with a really good producer, and he just says this is what you need to do, and he's usually right. But I haven't been able to get book any time with him lately.
Well, I could definitely like custom up a beat and a track for you on that, Bill, for sure. So
That would
just
really
let me
be
know
cool.
if you want to do that. Okay.
Now,
Yeah, it'd be fun.
likewise, like I said, I kind of misread the prompt here on what we were going to be doing tonight, and so I was hoping to get away with just reading this song, but I'm like 98% done with actually putting tune to it. So let's give it a shot. See how much I can screw this up.
Go for it.
I cannot tell where it ends or begins, or if I'll go to hell for the sum of my sins. Some of them good, some of them bad, some of the best bad I've ever had. The sum of my sins, some of my losses, some of my wins, some of my crosses, some of my outs, and some of my ends, some of my doubts of some of my sins. Some of the pleasures, some desires, some of the ice, some of the fires, some of the hot, some of the cold, some of the meek, and some of the boldest. Some of my sins, I cannot tell where it ends or begins, if I'll go to hell for the sum of my sins. Some of the bad, some of the best bad I ever had. The sum of my sins. I cannot tell where it ends or begins, or if I'll go to hell for the sum of my sins. Some of the good, some of the bad, some of the best bad I ever had. The sum of my sins.
All right.
Yeah.
Reflection.
Tom
Yeah,
Waits.
that sounded great. That was so good.
I like the semantics between some, spelled S-O-M-E and
SME and
S-U-M.
SUM. Yeah.
Uh-huh. No, it's great.
Very
I
nice.
like it, and good, and like it has that like looping kind of rhythm through it, which is nice because the lyrics then like ride right on that really nicely.
Yeah, I think it's going to come out nice. Like I said, I'm about 98% comfortable with where it is right now.
It's good.
I've been working the lyrics all week long. Just about there. I'm really
Cool.
pleased with it.
Good.
Yeah.
So
Really
okay,
nice.
I'm gonna hold you to it, Fritjof.
Okay.
We're gonna
Sure.
work on that other song together.
Okay, Groot, just can you stick your email in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not only that, I can email it to you, to the whole group, I guess. I think I have everybody's email
Okay.
addresses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Yeah, and then I'll get with you, and I could probably make a rough one just off watching the video, but maybe that's not a good idea because it has the doubled up parts, so it'd be different, right?
Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to send you the lyrics, and
Okay.
and it's got bold where it should be the other person, or two people. You know, like it
Okay.
should be like one voice going all the way and another voice just kicking in on the emphasis parts.
Oh, so it doesn't affect like how many bars or like are in the arrangement.
No,
It was
I
just that
think
you were doing both
they're pretty
parts.
standard. Yeah,
Okay.
and towards the end, it actually is written out on my sheet music. It says chorus and background and stuff like that. So anyway,
Okay.
yeah, we'll email it back and forth, and that sounds like a really fun project. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
There you
That'd
go.
be cool. I'd love to do one for Kenny too, under one of his songs would be super fun. So okay, but also I would say
Anytime.
to me that'd be groovy, Kenny. I think it'd be fun. So and also like Bill, that was I thought that also we would do spoken word or just like people could do whatever they want, and so the idea behind it was just I was curious to me thinking about like the spectrum between in between writing a poem and writing a song lyrically, and like there's some parts that are like completely different, and then where there's some overlap. And I was just curious about that, and so that was because it was different to me. So I just wrote a poem this week because I wanted to like think about that, and so that's what I did. And it goes like this. And my dog Duke is also, he's providing background right now. All right. They didn't think it was all that great, the game that gets played, pretending like nothing really happened. But it did, because it felt real, and in the end, that's all that really matters. All of us are prone at times, I suppose, to circumscribe the scope of our perspective. We keep it deep inside, bound to a center we think objective, temporarily blind we can't see that it's day and night, and there's no such thing as truth at the speed of light. But sometimes I feel you, and you see me. It's possible, I know, to become subjective with a tree or a rock or a dog, and to hear behind the screen of projections that everything sings and the connections hum and my heart beats in time with every other. And then it all returns to matter, first to orbit and then to ground. And the mundane begins to cast a shadow over memory until all that remains is the dull ache of knowing something's missing.
That was great.
Very nice.
Yeah. Good job.
Thank you. And so, yeah, it was just interesting because I was like, that's a poem. And just,
Yeah,
I
I love spoken word. That's great.
yeah, me too. I mean, I hadn't thought about it for a while. And then now that I think about it, have been thinking about it, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's like pretty fun also.
Well, I'll tell you, once you suggested that challenge, I started listening to like Leonard Cohen and Tom Waits and even Bob Dylan. I mean, people that are just really lyric heavy. You know, it's like I remember when we were kids and we would get an album, right, and it had all of the lyrics printed on the back of the album cover because there was enough room to do that. And you would listen to it with headphones on, and you read every word, and the lyrics were so important to us when we were 16, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays,
no, I mean,
it's like it doesn't matter. You know, what are they singing about? Who cares? I like the song.
But if you think about it, some artists are like the same way right now, are known for their words, and people pay attention to every single thing. Like Kendrick Lamar or someone like that.
Yeah.
He won he won like the Pulitzer or something for poetry, right? Or the Nobel. I mean, it's amazing, his lyrics and the flow and everything, and people like hang on every word. But there's also tons of other songs that are just like the lyrics are meaningless and stupid, and it's sometimes to me I'm like I'd rather ignore it because they're so bad and just listen.
Well, it was the show Hamilton that really made me want to write something in a hip hop manner because you know, I didn't even like that genre of music, but I hung on every word because it really told the story, and it told it so well.
And now they're doing it at the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, I even watched
Kendrick Lamar was there. I mean, he killed it. That was great. I love that guy. Anyway, he's amazing. So then the second song I'm gonna do like just a little guitar in the back, and so the thing is like the lyrics on this one, it's kind of interesting because like talking about the spectrum, like it's not like always just all one or the other or anything. But I did write these lyrics more rhythmically thinking, you know, but like super paying attention to the lyrics, like every little stress and where it falls exactly to go with the beat. But then I thought I would play it without the beat and see. Anyway, so it goes like this. Well, I went around the world in one day. One night I've been around the block in the blink of an eye. Traveled to the moon at the speed of light. I'm born 9 times and I don't want to die. Well, I traveled for a turn on the blade of a knife. I take 2 steps forward in the span of my life. I wake up every morning to trouble and strife. Plant my seeds, I sharpen my sight. Well, I looked at my heart, I found it full of holes, but it wouldn't even beat if not for you. Looked at the world, I started building walls. Well, everything I did it for you. I got my eye on the sky, my feet on the ground. I built a ladder so high, but it wasn't very sound. I started to climb, tumbling down. I found myself in nothing but mine. Yeah, I've done some things of which I'm not proud. I've been alone by myself and alone in a crowd, and the sound of no more silence is sickeningly loud when I finally pull my head out of that deep, dark cloud. Then I climbed a mountain, swam in the sea, but all I saw was a reflection of you. I signed my name, set myself free. Well, I'm still waiting in the rain for you. Yeah, I've been so high I could touch the sky. I've been so low, I just wanna die. Watch the sands in the glass fall one at a time, from the future to the past, in the blink of an eye.
That was great.
Nice.
That was a real good one.
Yeah.
We could hear the guitar. It was great balance.
Yeah.
Hear every word.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
I know.
nice to not have so much reverb. I could understand you.
I know, it's funny. You know, it's weird. I usually don't watch the videos, you know, and because I just like the idea of just doing it live, and then it's just in my head in that way.
Uh-huh.
But then I watched the video of one of them, I don't know, a couple times ago, and it was like interesting. It was so different to me. It sounded so different watching it on the video. In my head, when I'm listening, playing it here, it sounded. I was like, boom! I can like hear the music like really strongly. And when I listened to the video, it was like I could barely hear the music, and all I heard was my voice, and it sounded so clear and it was so up on top. I was like, oh my God, it's like way so high up top in a mix to me. And I could like hear it and hear all the words and everything, but I know it's different if you know them.
Yeah.
So not fair.
Those were powerful words.
They were.
Thanks. Well, I guess I would probably, my preference in some ways is to just, yeah, like put out the lyric sheet, like those albums you're talking about. And then everyone could, you know, people could just read them. And then if I want to bury them and drown them in reverb and make it, you know, then you get to have the best of both worlds.
You know, you might be able to post them when we post the video on YouTube. In the comments section, you might be able to put the lyrics in there.
No,
Yeah.
I often post both the sheet music and the videos on my website of all my songs. I write them out and I add the chords, whether it's guitar or ukulele. I get the little chord chart. You know, I have the fonts.
Oh, nice.
Actually produce the chord chart, and then I upload the PDFs.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's a good way to do it. Because
Yeah.
also, if you like a different like you could put subtitles up, you know, but obviously on the YouTube thing, that's not possible. But like if you make your own video, you can do
Actually,
that,
YouTube has a facility to add your subtitles to
oh,
your
really?
videos. Yeah, Yeah, you can do it right
And
there in
do
the
you?
in YouTube's web interface.
Oh yeah. How do you sync it up? Can you can
Yeah,
insert them at a certain point
yep,
in the
yep. Yeah,
video, or does it have to be the whole thing?
no, you type them out and you have you tell it what time code to insert it at, and you can just
Oh,
like
okay,
listen
cool.
to it, and the little progress bar is moving along, and you can stop it. And you can say insert it there, and then it moves along and stop it. And you say insert it there. It's
Ooh,
actually I
wow.
do have subtitles on a lot of my videos, and
Wow,
I've
I had
used the
no idea.
YouTube's built-in facility to do that.
Wow. Dang, I had no idea. That's actually pretty amazing.
Yeah, you got to fiddle with these things. Yeah, I'm hopelessly technological. I can't get my head out of a computer most of the days. So I became a truck driver, was just to get away from the keyboard.
For
Right on.
years,
Yeah,
I
good
used music to get away from the keyboard. Now I'm being sucked back to it. You know,
Hey,
you can't escape it.
Fredoff, do you have a web page?
No, I
Okay.
don't. I was like, for a while, I was like doing stuff with on Twitter and everything, but then it just was
Yeah.
like kind of a hassle actually. Um, because I was also like doing NFTs and stuff, and which was interesting and actually like is a pretty good way to make money actually, but it's also a lot of work, and you have to wade through like tons of lame bullshit and that whole thing. It's just actually to me, I was like, if I was like back like when I was a kid and in a band and all that stuff and being like, I want to make it and like, dude, I would be like, oh my God, this is like the time that you could actually do that yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
In a way that has never been possible.
Right.
I am just like, whoa. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, these
The
kids
difference.
nowadays don't know how good they got it.
Well, a lot of them though they do. They're just
I
like
know.
they're making amazing stuff. Like with, I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah.
But I just don't. To me, I'm like I also have a life and I work and all that jazz, and like I don't, So I'd rather just play the music
Yeah.
and record it,
Yeah.
and I work on recording it, and I like the NFT thing in a way because it's like a permanent recording of a song on blockchain.
Ah.
Just do it without even trying to sell it or nothing, like
Yeah.
just to as a record keeping thing.
Oh.
Actually, it's kind of cool for that, but I don't know. I don't have the energy anymore to be like, I'll do all the stuff that it takes to put your stuff out there.
Yeah.
For
Especially
to be
nowadays.
like, oh my God, I think 500 people like looked at my tweet or something. It's like, not even worth it to me. I don't, and plus it puts me in a weird headspace that's different than what I would want to be with music. So
Right.
Hey, Bill, what's your website address?
It's my name, BillDawson.net.
Oh, .net. All right.
Yeah.
.com gets me an interesting fellow.
Yeah, and he does
JavaScript.
almost the same stuff that I do too. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
Oh, yeah?
but
Huh.
no, I got .net. And so my email address is bill@BillDawson.net. I put it in the chat.
Oh, okay. Yes, I just copied it. So cause sometimes I know then I'm like, oh, dang, the chats disappear when they have good links
Yeah.
and stuff in them. But I guess there's a way to put the chat in a file and send it on an email, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Moderator
Okay.
can do that, yeah.
You want
Which I never knew.
do I need to do something? You can see it on there, right?
I think
Yeah. But
yes, I
once-
can see it, and I copied it, but there's a way. I think that I'm not sure, but this just happened for a work thing because there was like a ton of all this information I needed in there, and then it was like boom, it disappeared at the end of the meeting, and so but someone emailed it to me, and they said,
Oh,
so
okay.
apparently you can do that. Like,
Yeah,
I'll
I've
probably
had
be the
people
moderator.
send them to me.
yeah. So
All right. Okay. Well, it's been a fun evening.
Yeah.
Hope it's brightened everybody's day and the week.
It did. I'm glad I
sure.
got to take part in it. I was supposed to be doing a commercial right now, but it got pushed. till next week. So I was available. It was really nice.
Friday
Yeah.
night off.
Good.
Yeah, can't beat it, huh?
Glad
Yeah,
to
what am
have
I
you.
going to do? I'm in Hollywood Friday
Oh,
night.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing to do
Probably
there on
only-
a Friday night.
maybe
Nothing.
Stick town.
Only
It's
a little
dead.
bit over 1,000 choices.
There's absolutely one, maybe two things I could do. I think I'm going to walk around the corner to the taco truck,
That sounds good.
starters,
Yeah.
see where it leads to.
Mm.
Right. Well, I hope you have a good adventure.
Obesity.
So,
Yeah. Oh, nourishment.
yes. No, yeah. No. So we'll have fun, and I hope you have a good adventure. And yeah.
Stay
No.
safe.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
send me an email, Fritjof, so that just in case I don't have your email address, and
Okay.
we'll take this offline.
Cool. That sounds
Okay, for
good.
sure. Yeah, I just copied it, and so I'm gonna send it to you. I'll send it to you right now when I sign off here.
Thanks.
Mm.
All
Okay,
right.
everybody.
See y'all.
All right,
Been
guys.
fun.
Bye,
Thanks,
Steve. Thanks a
Steve.
lot.
See you in a few weeks. All right.
Yeah.
Au
Good
revoir.
night.